Hey Swaggy Swan family, today I'm going to go over how I detangle and moisturize Savannah's hair. I've been getting a lot of questions about this, so hopefully this information is helpful to you all. So the first thing I do is get her in a comfortable setting. I put her in this chair, which is called a sit me up chair, and I purchased this at Walmart. It's super convenient for feeding and times like this when I want to do her hair and she has toys in front of her that she can play with, and it pretty much distracts her while I focus on her hair. Now, if your child is a little bit older than Savannah, I would recommend maybe distracting them with a electronic type of toy, a tablet, something that they can watch and be attentive to so they're not paying too much attention to you and what you're doing. As you can see here, her hair looks pretty dry and it's definitely in need of being moisturized and detangled. If your child's hair starts to look like this, it's a clear indication, not so much that you need to wash it. You don't want to wash too frequently because that can cause over drying, but you want to make sure that you are adding some type of moisturizer of your choice. There's several that you can choose from. The products that you're going to need, now this is what I use for my regimen, is a spray bottle, your choice of a moisturizing oil, as well as some type of combing detangling brush or mechanism. This is the kind that I use here. Now for frequent moisturizing, I use coconut oil. I don't use the castor oil for frequent moisturizing just because it is of a thicker consistency and I don't want it to weigh the hair down. But as you can see here, there's many different types of oils that you can use in your child's hair, a variety available in stores. So it's all about preference. First, I'm going to start by spraying her hair. You do not want to detangle on dry hair. That is a very big no-no and a huge mistake. Do not do that. So I simply put a few sprays of water in her hair and I'm just going ahead and rubbing that through her hair so that it gets nice and wet so it will be easier to detangle. I pour about a nickel size amount of the oil in the palm of my hands and then I begin to rub it throughout her hair. I'm not necessarily focused on her scalp because again, this is primarily for the ends and moisturizing that. The castor oil once a week is what I use to really get to her scalp. And the reason I use only about a nickel size amount of the oil, because a little goes a long way. Do not want to oversaturate your child's hair by putting way too much oil in it. It's not like our hair. It does not require a lot. So once I've moisturized it, you can see where it's already starting to not look dry anymore. I just take that detangler brush that I have and I begin to gently comb the hair out. Now you want to make sure whatever detangler mechanism that you're using, you don't want the teeth on the comb to be too thin because then you can pull the hair out. You want it to be just wide enough so that as you can see here, it's gliding through the hair without any interruption or problems, and it just goes through smoothly. That's how you also know the moisturizer that you're using has taken to your child's hair well, if you're able to comb through their hair without running into any issue. If you are trying to detangle your child's hair and you notice that they're crying, they're fussy, they're getting upset, or that it's hurting them, you are absolutely not doing the process correctly and you need to go back a step and either add more water to their hair or you need to add more of the oil of your choice that you're using. Either way, this needs to be a painless process. After I'm done with the detangling brush, I begin to style her hair. So I just run through it with a comb, which you can do as well. As you can see, this comb has wide enough teeth to where it also smoothly glides through her hair. I just run that through to make sure I didn't miss out any of the tangles in her hair. So I go ahead and I style it. I add a couple of bows. You can style it however you please, but as you can see, compared to when I first started, there is a huge difference. Her curls are popping, her hair looks way more moisturized and healthier, and you do not see that dryness like in the beginning. So this is what you want to achieve. You want their hair not to look super oily, but you want it to just simply look moisturized, and you also want to make sure that you are detangling it correctly. This is very beneficial to the hair process. It promotes hair growth. It allows your child to have healthy hair and also for the hair not to get matted, which it can. Do not just do nothing to your child's hair. A lot of people say, you should leave baby's hairs alone, and oh, baby's hair doesn't need a lot of grooming. That sounds ridiculous. You should take care of your child's hair, whether it be a minimal process or something. You should be running some type of detangling comb through it so that it does not mat. The only instance where you probably do not have to do detangling is if your child has very fine straight hair. In this case, Savannah obviously has very curly thick hair, so in order for me to take care of it, these are the steps that I take. I hope this information was useful for you guys. If you have any questions, as always, comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos such as this on our channel. Thanks again, Swaggy Swan family, and have a wonderful day.